Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about overhead line insulators. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about types of insulating materials, types of insulators. This picture gives an idea about three types of insulators. Why do we use overhead line insulators? Based on these 2 points, we can simply understand the importance of insulators. Insulators protect our life, our plants, because due to these insulators, the power conductor is insulated from earth. The power conductor normally passes through the clamp or groove of the insulator. Types of insulating material. Popularly, two types of insulating materials are used. First is porcelain, second is toughened glass. In comparison of their dielectric strength, the toughened glass is found suitable as the dielectric strength of toughened glass is 35 kilovolt for every 1/10 inch, whereas the porcelain is 15 to 70 kilovolt for the same width of insulating material. Whereas toughened glass has advantage, that is, it is transparent and it is very easy to detect any flaw like trapping of air or any kind of impurity that is very harmful for any kind of insulating material. Porcelain is made of silica, feldspar, and clay, and the ratio is 20, 30, and 50. Important point to note down, the porcelain must be ivory, white, and free from any kind of defect. It must be vitrified as the presence of pores or air in the porcelain may lower down its dielectric strength. Any kind of sealed air impurity may lower down its dielectric strength. It is always desirable that porcelain must be used for insulators. It is therefore desirable that porcelain to be used for insulator should be air free and free of any kind of impurities to be entrance of liquid or gaseous form. Further, it is very important to note down it is always difficult to manufacture homogeneous porcelain and hence for a particular operating voltage. Normally, 2, 3, or more pieces can be adopted where each piece is glazed separately and then they are cemented together. The advantage of porcelain is it is mechanically strong, less affected by temperature, and has minimum leakage problem. Since toughened glass has higher dielectric strength, which makes it possible to make use of single piece construction. Further, it has lower coefficients of thermal expansion, and due to this ability, the strains due to temperature changes are minimum in toughened glass. What is a drawback of toughened glass? The major drawback of toughened glass is that moisture condenses very easily on its surface and therefore its use is limited to 33 kV approximately. What is desirable features of an overhead line insulator? These are key features we require or expect from an insulator. Types of overhead line insulators: sackle or spool insulator, pin type insulators, suspension type insulators, strain insulators, shackle or spool insulator. In early days, the shackle insulators were used as strain insulator, but nowadays they are used for low voltage distribution line. In India, normally it is 415 volt line to line. Such insulators can either be used in horizontal or vertical position. Further, they can directly be fixed to the pole with a bolt or the cross arm. And the diagram will see in next slide. So here you can see the shackle insulator is presented for better understanding of this type of insulator. Pin type insulator. Pin type insulator consists of a single or multiple units. They are secured to cross arm of the pole. Pin type insulator can be used only up to 33 kV. Since if we go beyond 33 kV, the pin type insulator may be bulky or it may also be uneconomical choice. You can see this picture gives an idea about pin type insulator. Normally, you can also see this type of insulator in your colony because you can see 11 kV or 33 kV lines passing through your colony or nearby your grid substation GSS. This picture gives an idea about the cross section view of pin type insulator. Here you can see galvanized steel pin support of pin insulator. It is cemented. The groove where you pass the power conductor, shades or petticoats. These shades basically increases the leakage resistance. Again, it is observed that the cost of pin type insulator is increasing rapidly beyond 50 kV as the cost function is v raised to the power a, where a is greater than 2. Suspension type insulators. Suspension insulator consists of porcelain disc units mounted one above each other. Each disc is provided with a meta cap at the top and a metal pin under it. A string of any number of unit can be built according to the line operating voltage. Normally it is made of 11 kV. The conductor is suspended below the point of support by means of insulator string. The number of discs is a string that depends on the line voltage and the atmospheric conditions. This diagram gives you a better understanding about suspension insulator. Again, you can see the disc insulators from both the sides. I think this picture will give you again a good understanding of disc insulators. Now, this is the way two disc insulators are connected together. How do you decide number of disc in suspension insulator string? This gives an idea about Approximate number of discs. Normally, a disc insulator is made of 11 kV. Approximate number of disc insulators. So here, a table between voltage and number of discs is presented for your better understanding. There are some advantages of suspension insulators over the pin insulator. Suspension type insulators are cheaper than pin type of insulator. If any one string is damaged, it can be replaced by healthy one. Each unit is designed for a low voltage depending upon the working voltage. Number of units can be connected. Strain insulators. These are special mechanical strong suspension insulators. They are used to take the tension of the conductors at the line terminals, at angle towers, and at road crossings. The strings are placed in horizontal plane. Two or three strings of insulators in parallel can be used when the tension in conductor is very high. This arrangement is showing the strain insulators. I think you can understand this diagram. In this diagram, you can clearly notice disc insulators are placed in horizontal plane. Please don't restrict yourself here. Keep searching and reading of suitable contents of your need. Thank you.